What's up, guys? It's Geo, and welcome back to another Pokemon Showdown Live. This is episode number 40 that we're doing here on the channel, and welcome to Thursday's upload. I hope you guys are pretty excited for today's upload of Uber's Wi-Fi. Not Uber's Wi-Fi Live. I'm all over the place in today's upload, so let's just go ahead and grab a match so I can talk about the match and not get super distracted by whatever else is going on in my head right now. Anyway, I kind of feel guilty for not using a Primal on this team because it's like, oh, this is ORAS Ubers, but I'm using like an XY Ubers team that I built. But I don't really know what to swap out for a Primal on this team. I mean, I suppose I could run something over Choice Scarf Yveltal, but then I don't have a Scarfer. I mean, because I already have like 4 setup sweepers if you really want to talk about it. 4 setup sweepers, a hazard setter, and a Scarfer, so you know, it's kind of difficult. Anyway, he's running Mega Lucario as his not as E-Killer check, as his Geozern check, which is pretty cool. I haven't actually tried it in Ubers so far. He's gonna go ahead and lead with Kyurem White, which is interesting because you don't see this a lot. But I'm just gonna go ahead and set up my rocks, as he has one way to remove them, which is his Ho-Oh. I kind of want to run Taunt on Deoxys S. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, as he ends up going for the Fusion Flare, doing a good chunk of damage, and he will be able to knock me out with the next one, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a Spike Up. If he wants to switch out into Lugia and give me a free setup opportunity, then, you know, I'm pretty fine with that. Okay, he's just going to knock me out. That is even cooler. Do I just knock him out right here with, do I just knock him out with Bullet Punch, Scissor, offensive Swords Dance, so that's 252 Adamant, cool. And then we have Kyurem White Uber usage. Bullet Punch is going to do, that is a lot less than I was expecting, so I'm going to go straight out into Rayquaza in that case, because I am Sash, and I can do a lot of damage to him, and I can knock him out, so that's what I'm worried about right now. I'm fairly certain he's Choice, judging by the fact he went for Fusion Flare twice in a row. So I kind of want a Swords Dance here on the switch, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, because then I get chip damage off on something, which is beautiful for my team. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go into Team Builder right here and change something out real quick. Hold up, guys. I will pause it and be right back. Guys, sorry about that, family interruptions, you know the deal. But anyway, the face went Ice Burn. Power Herb Ice Burn. So I'm just going to go straight away for the Outrage right here, as I do not really mind whatever move he wants to go for. If he really wants to go out in a Zern, that's fine. I should probably go for V-Create here, but I don't want the speed drop if he goes into something like Groudon. So he just goes ahead and sacks his Kyurem White, which is fine, because judging by the fact that this guy's using this set, I think he just clicked suggested spread for Xerneas. And so I'm actually going to go see what the suggested spread for Xerneas is. I know I'm jumping into the team builder a lot, but let's go Power, Geomancy, Psyshock, Moonblast, and Hidden Power Fire. Okay, so it actually suggests Bulky, which is really annoying. He ends up going out into Xerneas right here, and I would imagine he's just going to go ahead and set up, but that means I get hopefully a +2 E-Speed on top of, yeah, so he goes for Geomancy. So please don't get confused. Rayquaza, please don't get confused. Hit him with the E-Speed, do like 30%, and then put him in range where Mega Scissor will be able to knock him out. That's all I'm asking you to do. Please. Rayquaza, you can do this. Because, to be honest, Ho-Oh is... Oh, nice. That did 50%. The thing that stops Scissor from sweeping is this thing right here, which is super annoying. But as long as I have E-Killer, then E-Killer and Mega Scissor are actually a pretty good offensive combo, because they can set up and break down each other's checks, bar Groudon, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it's whatever. I'm going out into Scissor, and I am not playing any games. I'm going straight away for the Bullet Punch. If he wants to switch out into Lugia right here, that's a free SD for me in my eyes, and then I can go straight away for the knockoff, and hopefully do a lot of damage to Lugia, depending on what it wants to do. So he just ends up sacking Xerneas, which is the good play, because he's not quite sure if he's going to be able to get it in after hazards. So we'll see what he decides to go into next. He may go into Lucario, which would be super scary, because I don't actually have a whole lot of switch-ins to Lucario. Lucario may actually just sweep me at this point, but he ends up going out into Ho-Oh. Is it worth going into Yveltal? Is it really? It may really be worth it right here. Actually, I don't need Scissor for anything else, so I'm going to go straight away for the knockoff, just in case he tries to roost right here, and I can get rid of his item. Hopefully his Sacred Fire ends up landing right here, but, oh, nice. I'm not too broken up I'm not too broken up about that, as he is, in fact, Leftovers Ho, and I'm going to go for the Bolt Punch. It probably won't kill, but to be honest, like, it was episode... I can't remember what episode it was when we had really, really bad luck, but sure as heck not this one. So hopefully that sets a good omen for us for the rest of the time, as I am able to just knock him out with the Bolt Punch right there, coming off Mega Scissors. So Mega Scissors putting in a ton of work right now, and I may actually make an OU team around Mega Scissors soon, just because it is a threat. It has proven itself to be very, very worthy. He goes out to Groudon right here, and I'm just going to go straight away for the Swords Dance. Because I don't want him, like, because it doesn't matter, and he's going to go for the Fire Punch and knock me out. Yeah, there it is. And I'm just going to go out into Yveltal right here, I think, because I think Yveltal does, hey Pikachu, because Yveltal does, in fact, do a pretty good chunk to this Groudon, and hopefully enough damage to where I can whittle it down and bring it within range of E-Killer's E-Speed. He actually ends up revealing Protect Groudon right here, which is not a problem, because I'm just clicking Dark Pulse again, to be honest. I think I can... I think 2 of these will put Lucario in range of an E-Speed after Rocks and a Spike, which will be very, very nice, and I can start whittling him down that way, because I think E-Killer is going to win with the game right here. That did 52%. Rock Slide did 53%, so I will happily take this trade-off right here, because he won't die to Rocks and Spikes, but it is going to help me out a ton that he let his main check to E-Killer be completely weakened. Why Protect? No lefties. I honestly don't understand why he's going for Protect right here. I guess to scout, but if it wasn't obvious that, like, I don't have Life Orb, so he's just going shh. Honestly, okay, sack your Groudon, that's fine. I will live another day. Go out into Lugia if you're a real player right here. I don't think he knows I'm Scarf, which is really cool. Ho-Oh is displaying his Lucario, which is cool, I guess. He ends up going out to Luke right here. The question is he gonna SD? That is indeed the question. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sack Xerneas right here, because Xerneas doesn't actually do a whole lot for me. And then bring this back in and try to Oblivion Wing him. Oblivion Wing. Hopefully he doesn't reveal Iron Tail Luke. As he just ends up going straight away for the Bolt Punch. That's a 2-hit KO. That's scary. I probably should have saved this. I just choked this. Yeah, I choked. That was a bad play. That was a really bad play. Look at Pikachu cheering me on. I hope Specs Yveltal can KO here. Okay, what I'm trying to get him to do is I'm trying to mess with him to where he won't go for BP, and I'm gonna go for the Oblivion Wing. I hope Specs Yveltal can KO here. Okay, he's thought about it enough, right? I'm clicking Oblivion Wing. Yes, I lived either way. That's cool. So I'm going to get some health back right here, meaning that if... Yeah, that helped me a lot. That may have just won me the game. Yeah, that probably won me the game, because honestly, I didn't expect Yveltal to do that much. Yveltal is a monster, man. He's a savage in OU. Good old bacon wings. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the Oblivion Wing here. Nice in Scarf. So I kind of feel bad for messing with that guy's head, but then again I don't, because if you're gonna listen to your opponent, this guy's like, oh man, I clicked the cancel button, but like, yeah, the cancel button on PS is back to that stage to where it just doesn't work anymore, which is a little bit unfortunate. He's going to go out into Lugia right here. I'm kind of expecting the Toxic, so I'm going to go into Arceus and honestly just start setting up Sword Stances. Even if he Toxics, I'm guessing he's either sub Calm Mind or sub Roost. He may be defog support. He is Toxic Protect something, so I'm going to go ahead and SD right here as Shadow Claw. Actually, Shadow Claw may actually not out damage E-Speed as he ends up going for that right there, which is fine. I'm going to Swords that does 70 times 1.5 would be like 105, and E-Speed is going to do 120. Yeah, cool. Actually, no, it would do 140, and this is going to do 120 and change. So I'm going to SD again, predicting the Protect, because as long as I do this, I can put him in a range where he's honestly just going to get knocked out by Dark Pulse when I come back in, which is the goal, as he ends up revealing Recover Lugia. So, you know, you see something new on the ladder every day. I'm going to go for Shadow Claw purely because it has a crit chance, which would be absolutely beautiful right now. As he will probably just go for the Protect, as he ends up revealing Area Blast, which is cool. That did 45%, and I'm just going to click E-Speed right here. I honestly don't care if he Protects. I just want more damage off on this thing so that I can come in next turn, or whenever turn, with Yveltal and knock him out, because he's just gonna go ahead and sack that because he understands that he would lose from that point. Yeah, bulky, why not? So I've been recording for about 11 minutes. Why is this Kingler Crush team showing up in Ubers? I honestly don't understand. Scarf Kingler was a bad idea, so please calm down. Anyway, yeah, I've been recording for 11 minutes. That's probably going to wrap up this episode. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode of Pokemon Showdown Live, please make sure to leave a like. It really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, what's going to be the comment question of the video? What is your guys' favorite Uber Pokemon? I know that's a very broad and or semi-generic question, but mine would definitely have to be Deoxys because it is the channel mascot. But anyway, with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content, and with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.